Ladies and gentlemen, this is internet personality Vangelus with a review he didn't expect to do. I did a couple Iron Man toys way back, hundreds of years ago. And then I saw these two guys at the comic shop, and I caved, because basically it's two villains, and I got two Iron Mans. I figured I was done with the line, Iron Mans. But, yeah, villain toys, they're pretty cool. Since I did this last time, let's take a look at the packaging. Double concussion blast, comrade! The Titanium Man. Still ages 4 and up. Oh well. The Titanium Man is built to destroy Iron Man! This Russian was cut from the film for costing too much to make, so he got made as a toy and showed up in the semi-crappy video game. Snap-on weapon? We all know how well that went last time. On the bright side, he looks, green. Opening cockpit! The Ironmonger! Because pretty much everyone who bought the last one was like, where's the dude? There's the dude. Ironmonger! Tired of winning at bowling all the time, the Big Lebowski's dude goes after Jesus, because he's tired of that pederass. So I think I can confirm that originally Ben Kingsley was going to be Obadiah, but now he's the dude. Well, that was fun. Let's open these up by smacking them together until they come apart. The Ironmonger is a humongous toy for its price point. I'm actually really impressed. I skipped the original Ironmonger because of the spring-loaded stuff, and I just wasn't really into that, but this one is really worth it. He's posable. He's got really nice detailing put all over him. The only real problem are his ankle joints. They're kind of pointless, because bending them back like this would involve him, doing very odd walking postures, but even then they kind of help. Would have been nice to have a neck joint up here, but I can forgive that because he has a really cool action feature that works. Look! It's the dude! I'm actually impressed with this because the original sculpt of this, or the one on the back of the packaging, had hair and stuff, and I was just like, that doesn't look anything like the movie, but there you go. The only real funny part is, due to the way this thing works, you can get Tiny Dude! Yeah, it's a cool gimmick. I'm impressed with this. I'd really recommend this Ironmonger toy. The only problem with him, and this is a problem with all the Iron Man toys, is the really weird hip joint. I'm not really into that hip joint, but it serves its purpose fine. And Ironmonger looks pretty terrifying. The only problem is, as you saw, the dude here, right, is this size, and Iron Man, despite the size of the Ironmonger suit there, Iron Man is a lot big. Apparently he's fighting a midget. Yeah, that guy inside kind of gives you a sense of scale for this thing. It's not really scaled to the Marvel Legends or the Iron Man toys. However, a line that it is pretty much in scale with would be the 25th anniversary G.I. Joes, or even some of the older small Marvel toys from that sort of ill-fated figures game they were trying to do, and even motion revive Kamen Riders. So, that's actually kind of cool. If you get the Ironmonger suit, it's not gonna... It'll look cool with your regular display, but this really is the scale it was meant to be sized with, I think. 3/4 inch. It fits perfectly. I know a friend of mine is actually thinking of dremeling out the dude there and putting in a Cobra Trooper to make it a G.I. Joe conversion. So, there's some points for Ironmonger. I think that's really cool. Let's move on. Aibo. And figure number 2, the Titanium Man. He's pretty much in scale with Iron Man, and I've got to say, I'm really impressed. He's got a ton of detailing. Now let's just start off. Let's get this right out of the way, okay? Because I know it's obvious. Battle of the Pointless Clip-On Blasters. Actually, a point against Titanium Man. His gun, I actually can't get it to work. I don't know how it's supposed to work. the button doesn't do anything. Yeah. Anyway, he's a pretty cool toy. I say this a lot, but in this case I really do feel it, as I usually do. He's got a fully original body, as far as I can tell, and it's just as posable as any of the other Iron Man toys. The double-jointed elbows and knees, the weird hips, shoulders and all that. This guy's shoulder armor, by the way, doesn't come off. His head joint is a little limited, which is unfortunate, but he really does look like a kind of powerhouse version of the Iron Man suit, or like a powerhouse armor suit meant to fight Iron Man. And I do like some of the little kind of geeky details here. I like the look of the visor with the green energy. I like this whole green energy motif that he's got going on. The only problem with the green motif, now while it is on topic, you can see some more green, all over the place. It's Titanium Man green. His hammer and sickle here, and his star, those should have been red. I'm just saying, guys. Although I do like they added in those details, because, I mean, he is the Russian suit. He's the Titanium Man. It's really nicely done, I think. It's a great way to give Iron Man another, adversary toy-wise, because, he only had Ironmonger, and all the Ironmonger toys are kind of out of scale, so this gives Iron Man kind of a playmate, if you will. I think the only problem I have with him is his neck joint. I mean, the colors, you might like the colors more than I do. The blaster, I prefer him having a blaster than something that intrudes on the toy. Overall, this is a really nicely done figure. I have nothing bad to say. It's worth the money. Now, while this is pretty much my Iron Man movie shelf, it's not a bad shelf. Something worth pointing out here, by the way, paint apps on these two guys, the villains, not as shiny as Iron Man. Iron Man still wins out in that, but Titanium Man, the matte finish actually kind of adds to his grittiness, and really, he is a better toy in my opinion. He's Iron Man's cool, he's kind of, his lankiness actually is a bit of a hindrance for the posability, whereas Titanium Man, the bulkiness, every single bit of limitation in his joints looks like it's caused by the bulkiness of his suit, not by the lack of insane toy design, and it works for him better. Titanium Man is actually the best Marvel toy I've bought in a while. I'm really impressed with this guy, and I'd recommend it to everyone. Ironmonger, however, I'd say skip him if you're way into scale. He's a really good toy, though, and if you have any kind of 3/4 inch display, he fits in with it perfectly. At the end of the day, though, it's nice to have this little trio of suits that aren't Iron Man repaints. So I'd say this is a really nice pair of figures. Titanium Man is a must-buy. Ironmonger, if you can fit him into one of your displays, he will not disappoint. But if he doesn't fit into your display, you're not going to be very happy. I still can't believe that these three are all the same price point. I mean, it's Iron Man is a great line, and given how Marvel Legends has been going lately, I've really got to say Iron Man has been showing up the main Marvel lines. It's really nicely done. And Titanium Man, I wasn't expecting. I got the toy just because I like the old Titanium Man, and I was blown away. So Titanium Man, I have to give some major gushing points to. Anyway, me and Deneb both agree that Titanium Man rocks, and Ironmonger, if you have the space for him, or the place for him, is the way to be. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus with a short Iron Man movie toy review. Thought I'd update you guys on some of the figures from there I got. I'm not really going to go for the rest of the line because I haven't got the money or the room to store millions of Tony Starks, but other characters I am into. So, I'd recommend these guys. I hope you enjoy them if you pick them up, and I hope you enjoyed the review. So I guess I'll see you later. Da, tovarish! Russia, she is green now! Environment very important. Please, donate money. Save trees, yes. Russia is green now. Russia is for peace and environment. Titanium Man will crush you!